In today's news, Stephen Thomas, former Ripple CTO and the key architect for the Interledger protocol, confirmed that XRP alongside the Interledger protocol together can process trillions of transactions per second without any central authority, which is huge news, not something to be overlooked. The significance of the Interledger protocol for Ripple is that it synchronizes ledgers to overcome the paradox of getting the world to agree on just one ledger, acting therefore as a bridging mechanism. And also therefore, many of Ripple's technological solutions now rely on the Interledger more than the XRP ledger. But in accordance to payment giant Visa, both Ripple's Interledger protocol and RippleNet classify as interoperability methods. Ripple's technology has been praised by leading fintechs, central banks, governments, and is ingrained into the financial system because of its ability to handle trillions of transactions seamlessly. This message from Stephen Thomas was a warning to you at the inevitable explosion in adoption for Ripple and XRP, and now may be your last chance as major milestones are being crushed and the XRP ledger is surging in adoption right now. The XRP ledger automated market maker is having an extreme increase in volume on the daily time frame, hitting $2.4 million, mostly because of the MAG XRP trading pair. For context, this volume was sitting at $372,000 yesterday, so that is a significant increase. MAG XRP as well, Magnetic, is a unified platform, the #1 XRP ledger project by number of daily users. The XRP ledger is booming right now and functioning accordingly. 3 million XRP outflows from the AMM, which captured the volatility safely without issue, distributed $20,000 in fees to the people of the pool in seconds and very cheap. There is so much money to be made here. Adoption is only going to continue surging as we have witnessed another major milestone. The XRP ledger AMM reached a milestone with an equivalent of over 20 million XRP in total value locked. The TVL is increasing constantly right now as well. Now this is big news because the TVL suggests more assets are being deposited into AMM pools, increasing liquidity for trading XRP and other tokens on the ledger, also making the ledger look more attractive to investors and developers, meaning the ecosystem will grow more, and these factors will play a massive role in potentially increasing the price of XRP. And this may be your last chance before mass adoption and an XRP price explosion, because what will happen when the institutional investors who have pre-purchased XRP from Ripple in the early rounds start to add multi-billion dollar amounts of XRP into the liquidity pools and add into the total value locked? XRP price is going to explode and the XRP ledger adoption is going to explode. We will see many more insane spikes in projects within the ledger, more than just Magnetic, which is why I said there's so much money, more money to be made, not just with XRP, but with projects sitting on the XRP ledger. As institutions roll in, billions if not trillions of dollars flood onto the XRP ledger, the liquidity of XRP will increase and so will its price. There is an obvious reason why Robert Mitchnick and Athey created the XRP valuation model that suggested XRP will be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, because they have the technology to solve the multi-trillion dollar problem, and the world leaders, the governments, the leading fintech companies know this, which is why they have partnered with Ripple. That's why Ripple have over 500 partnerships, many with central banks and leading enterprises. We can see here from the Blackrock capitalist, the IMF and all other financial giants have been working closely with Ripple and Stellar from the very start. It seems the IMF plans to use XRP for debt settlements and XLM to bank the unbanked after bankrupting the current system. Listen closely.
This whole digital currency thing, well, people arguing over that back and forth, they've missed the point that it's the IMF that has created their own coin.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And they are pitching it to replace the dollar as a reserve currency, so that every country will have their own digital currencies. But then for international clearance, it would then have to go back to the IMF coin. You know, this is part of this one world idea of a government.
In fact, this is further supported here from Cyprus, as he showcases 100% proof that they have been having closed-door meetings supporting the crypto narrative and even openly stating that use cases will propel this market forward, so assets like XRP. Listen closely.
You are seeing a lot of politics play in some of the challenges, but I will tell you that at least behind closed doors, we are finding much more open ears, and now the fact that you have use cases that are showing real results is really helping propelling this forward.
So we've seen this ecosystem, the blockchain ecosystem, evolve over the past decade and a bit. The narratives have come and gone. We started up with the Bitcoin narrative, we moved through the ICO narrative, moved to NFTs, and now we're seeing all the hype has been and left the system, and we're actually now seeing real value, real fundamentals becoming the dominant narrative as it's moving in.
And this is exactly what Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, has been saying as well, that use cases are the future.
Of winners and losers. In the long run, I think the best technologies applied with the best use cases, delivering the best utility, that they'll win. And what that looks like over the next 10 years, like we can debate, but
And Ripple's deep connection to the new monetary system just keep growing, as we can see from Uphold's Director of Research, Dr. Martin Heisberg. The digital dollar CBDC project has filed written notifications simultaneously with the Authority General and the Federal Trade Commission disclosing changes in membership. And amongst this list of members, we can see right here, Ripple Labs Incorporated has been added to parties to this venture, which is huge news. What many of you are probably failing to fully grasp, and truth be told, myself included, is the enormity of this global adoption in coming to this space, in coming to XRP. According to a study from the Federal Reserve, less than 7% of the population know of crypto. And if they do, what's to say they're all in the blue chips, the assets like XRP, the real world use cases? They're probably all in Bitcoin. This scale of adoption is beyond our grasp to comprehend because it is just too big. And when it comes to Ripple and XRP, well, imagine investing into HTTP before it took off. There's only going to be 21 million XRP available for public trading. The rest will be in private liquidity pools. XRP was always intended for institutional use cases, and as we can see in this video from XRP Drops, this is the true power of the XRP ledger payment channels, while XRP therefore will be worth thousands of dollars. Listen closely.
Allow for even faster XRP payments that can be divided into very small increments and then settled later. While the XRP ledger already facilitates payments within seconds, there are use cases where payment channels would be beneficial, like streaming payments, pre-funding accounts, or setting certain credit limits. A common example is for websites where content is monetized by the amount of time a user spends reading. Payment channels mean that only the time used is paid for, down to the second and fraction of an XRP. An important note on how these payments are processed. While transactions are open on the XRP ledger, the payment channel operates independently of the ledger, which is how they're settled so fast. Once the maximum limit is set, those smaller payments are debited and a claim is issued for the transaction. Those claims are then bundled for settlement back on the ledger as a whole. This process means that each of these smaller payments don't have to be confirmed through the consensus process as they happen, but rather can be confirmed as one larger transaction.
XRP was made to scale trillions, and now this adoption, which is constantly scaling and increasing, is about to explode as the stablecoin explosion is about to start. The MiCA provisions on stablecoins will come into force on June 30th of 2024, less than a week away from now, and the whole regulation will come into force on December 31st, 2024, before the end of this year. EU banks, institutions and current stablecoin issuers will start to mint trillions of euros-backed stablecoins, possibly as early as July. We are about to see $30 to $100 trillion entering into the networks via stablecoin regulations, with the EU leading the way, followed by the US later in 2024, early 2025. And the reason why this is so important is because when liquidity comes across the closed loop of blockchain, it does not return to the closed loop of the banking system, it finds its way into crypto assets. Crypto market caps will appreciate in proportion to the stablecoin liquidity. So the only way you can capitalize on this opportunity is to invest into top stablecoin network native tokens before this happens. And Ripple are going to be releasing their own stablecoin, the RLUSD, before the end of the year. And we can see from chat here, AI knows that when the RLUSD and stablecoin bills are in place, stablecoins will be the largest, the number one largest buyer of US treasuries, trillions of dollars on chain. And the stablecoin, the RLUSD, could also be used as a part of Ripple's on-demand liquidity product, which uses XRP as the bridging asset. More adoption coming to XRP thanks to the RUSD, more liquidity onto the XRP ledger, and therefore more utilization of XRP as a bridging mechanism. The total value locked will continue to increase as institutions start flooding into the market. XRP's price will start to appreciate and value start to increase to eventually be worth thousands of dollars, handling trillions of transactions per second. That's why you don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.